Hey guys, just want to get some quick thoughts. It's the end of the day and I'm tired, but I was thinking. So there are three power couples. Well, okay. There are three couples in Negan's circle at the season finale. So we have Richonne, Gleggie, Sashbraham, or however you are pronouncing that. And I mean, I always knew that from the moment I saw it, but it just thinking about it now, like really thinking about it consciously, how much balls does that suck? You know, you have three couples there. Each pairing are very much in love with their significant other, very much in love. Um, some a bit quicker than others, but whatever. They're all emotionally really attached to this person, and I can't imagine how horrible that must be. Uh, and I've been wondering, it's been sticking in my brain. Sasha said, we're a package deal, so she says to Rick. I'm wondering if it's both her and Abraham, which would really suck. I really want to see more. They literally had a day, you guys. They literally had one day together. Like the day they leave with Maggie, the day before, she's like, come in my house. No, they really only had like that, like a 24-hour time span together. And then they had like, watch shifts. So it wasn't even a full 24 hours. So that just really sucks. And then obviously it's not Rick and Richonne. I don't even know why they were like playing like, oh, it could be Rick. The last thing Negan says is, if anyone moves, if anyone screams, take the other boy's eye out and feed it to his father. And it's like, well, you can't. It's not Rick. It's not Michonne. Whatever. I really can't wait to see how they comfort each other during this horrible, horrible time. And I'm trying to think what really like we've seen some really fucked up deaths. I mean, as a group, the only really fucked up death that they've seen together was Herschel. Michonne had front row seats to that, but everyone was there for it. That was probably the most devastating death that they've seen as a group. The most devastating death of the show for me so far has definitely been Noah. My God, one, way too soon. Way too soon. And also two, way too fucked up. Like, what a terrible. I would have rather he fell off a cliff, or got shot. Like, what a terrible, stretched out moment. I can't even watch it. Of all the stuff that's been on that show, that's the one scene I turn away. I can't rewatch it. I don't want to. I don't ever see it again. I was really looking forward to Noah being part of the Grimes family, so I felt cheated. Okay, anyway, back to the couples. Other couples, Tara and Denise, that felt left field to me when it happened, but I was like, okay, it's cool, I can roll with it. So I'm curious to see Tara's reaction when she finds out. Neither one of them got to say I love you. That sucks dick, okay? Although Daryl can fill Tara in on that, so at least she'll know. Right. Speaking of Daryl, for a moment there, I thought they were going to put Daryl and Aaron. Should be great. I love Aaron. I love Aaron to death. He's one of my favorites now. Don't care for Eric. I'm pretty sure he's a red shirt, or he should be. But then they brought in Jesus. It's like, are they going to put Daryl and Jesus together? I really don't. I don't know what direction they're going in for Daryl. I was really curious. I knew Daryl and Carol wasn't gonna happen. Like, she put it out there way too much. I was like, yeah, I ride that dick, Daryl, and he'd be like, stop. And then Daryl and Beth had their little, they were off together. I was like, oh, where's this going? And then she got kidnapped, and then she was dead. So that sucked. So then they had some great Daryl and Aaron moments. They thought they were gonna die together. I don't know. They just seemed to gel really well. They seemed to vibe together. That'd be really, I'd be interested in that. And then Daryl and Jesus have a lot of parallels with their first meeting, like Rick and Michonne. So I don't know. I'd be okay with Daryl and Jesus, but I really love Daryl and Aaron. Or maybe it'll be Daryl and nobody. I don't know. I hope he gets some happiness, although I'm pretty sure it's going to get worse before it gets better. And then, Carl and Enid. Teen angst, not really, Not even that. You know what? Enid has like resting cry face. It's like she's crying all the time, and I feel like Carl just needs someone to lighten things up, like I don't know, just not Enid. And if I had the power to cross over things, I would totally have Carl be Dawn Summers in the Buffyverse. I think that they would be great. I think that they would really balance each other out. When one's being a little whiny, the other one would totally check them. So Dawn was good at checking people, but then she also needs to be checked at the same time, and Carl could do that for her and vice versa. That'd be totally cool. Fortunately, Michelle Trachtenberg is like 30 years old now, so that wouldn't work. But I would still love to see her on the show. I think she'd bring a lot to it, as annoying as Dawn could be at times. Michelle Trachtenberg is a really great actress. She really brings it. Other Buffyverse people I'd love to see, James Marsters. Oh my God, if James and Andy had a scene together, I would die. Like, I would just, no, I wouldn't. I'd watch it, and then I'd scream, and then I'd die, because it would be so awesome. Okay, off track. Other couples. Wasn't there some other couple? Am I missing someone? Oh, Carol and Tobin. What the fuck? That was left field, and I really didn't care at all. It made no sense. I didn't once make sense. In fact, I'm pretty sure that first I was like, because what the fuck? Seriously. I'm pretty sure Tobin's gonna die soon. He's weak. He's whack. Carol deserves so much better than that. Like, my God. Jesus. Yeah, so I'm really excited about Carol and Morgan. Hashtag Maryland. That's what I would call them. I know a lot of people are saying Corrigan, but that's kind of ugly. So Maryland is what I'm going to call it going forward. There's no way that's not happening. I would be astounded if they didn't put Carol and Morgan together. Everything they've been doing in season 6 has been saying Carol and Morgan, they're gonna be together. So she basically her like nervous breakdown or whatever, her wanting to stop killing was because Morgan made her doubt herself. You don't like it, Carol. Didn't you have a child? And all that stuff really got to her. Of all the people who got to Carol, it's Morgan. She hadn't even known Morgan that long. But he touched something within her to the point where she decided to run away. And then he does a total 180. He throws all of his beliefs, the beliefs that brought him back from Crazy Town, and kills the guy because Carol's life is precious to him. Not only does he kill the guy, he empties a fucking clip, center mass. And if that doesn't say, I love you, I don't know what does. The only thing that shocked me in that moment really was him not using that last bullet for the brain. But the look on his face when he does it, like he's so determined to save this woman, to make sure she's okay. I mean, he puts his life on the line to go find Carol. But I think he knew that part of the reason why she left was because of him. And I think he knew, and he wanted to help her. He wanted to be there for her, and I can't wait to see how he's there for her. And apparently Morgan's smiling a lot at the kingdom. Speaking of the kingdom, King Ezekiel with a fucking tiger, right? I was really hoping they wouldn't do the tiger. I think maybe it'll look better or get better. The idea of it is just weird, and this is coming from someone who, if I ever get to be eccentric, I would totally have a tiger and raise it as a dog, a tiger cub and raise it as a dog. Anyway, the fact that he calls himself king, I'm surprised no one's talking about this. What kind of ego must this man have? Like the governor, like Rick made fun of the governor, called himself the governor. So I'll call myself a governor. But this guy is calling himself a fucking king and his place the kingdom. It's a little bit weird, like the level of ego tripping on that. It would be a bit of a turn off for me. And also personally, if I had my own like spy in the apocalypse, I would even go with queen because that's just so over the top. But president, I would be President Jill. President seems a little bit more, yeah, there's ego to it, sure. But at least it's part of, our actual government. We before everything collapsed and went to hell because, apocalypse. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make myself the new president. Although technically you can make yourself a president, but if it's an apocalypse, someone has to take on a leadership role. Not everyone wants to be a leader, so I feel like that would be fair. But I wouldn't make people call me queen. Although I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't stop him. But I would never ask. I would just be president. So people have been asking, who are they going to pair up with Ezekiel? And keep saying Carol just because she's there. And then some people who are stupid keep saying Michonne because she's, I don't know, because of the comics, blah, blah, blah. This isn't the comics. They're not getting together. Bricks on top of it. So I don't think, I mean, this dude calls himself king and he has a tiger. I don't know what else, what much else he needs. Now I won't make the obvious pun with the tiger. Anyway, I don't know. I don't really care who they pair him with. I don't think they're gonna pair him with anybody we've seen. Maybe he already has a woman. I mean, if he's got a kingdom, why wouldn't he have a woman keeping his bed warm? It just seems kind of logical. Or even a harem. Hell, this dude might have a harem. I'm King Ezekiel. Get over here, bitches. Yeah, I'm Ezekiel, bitch. You know, it might be some Rick James stuff going on. I don't know. It just, I would be kind of shocked if he's got nobody. I think he's at the very least got a side piece. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the couples. This went on much longer than I thought it would. Sorry for the shaky cam on my phone. But yeah, can't wait for the season premiere. Only like, what, a little bit under 2 more months. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. Okay, bye.